guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabriel and I am a sneaker reseller. Today is the first episode of my series called How to Resell Sneakers. We're gonna keep it super simple and we're gonna talk facts. If you're wondering whether reselling is for you or not, please watch this episode, pay attention to all the details, and then hopefully by the end of the video, I will be able to answer your question. Before we start, I want you guys to sit down with me. I'm gonna share a checklist that I did back in 2018. It's a 5-point checklist, and what this will do is gonna help you stay on track and then stay focused in your reselling business. For number one, I have the motivation. Why do we wanna resell sneakers? Is it because we wanna make money? Is it because we wanna hang out with our friends? Is it because we wanna make connection? Is it because we wanna travel the world? Whatever the case might be, please sit down, think about the main motivation behind your reselling. For me, it was very simple. I wanted to resell so I can make more money. Number two on our checklist, it's the initial investment or the capital. How much money do we have to start our reselling business? There are a couple of ways to figure out our investment. One would be our family. We can go to our mom and dad. We can go to our sister and brothers, our relative. Just ask them for some help with some money. Once we start getting a cash flow, we should be able to pay back the initial investment. Another option would be if you have a job, you have a steady income, a safe income, then you should be able to access either a line of credit or maybe a credit card. You can take a cash advance from your credit card. We can use that as an initial investment. The interest rate, it's not super crazy, especially for a line of credit. And because we're playing safe, we're only going for the deals that we know we can secure. It's a guaranteed profit. We should be able, even if we have to pay that interest fee, we should be able to do it and still come out with a significant profit. And in time, we should be able to pay back the initial investment and then just reuse our profits. For the purpose of our series, we're gonna start with an initial investment of $2,000 Canadian. I am from British Columbia, Canada, so it's gonna be a lot easier for me to work with Canadian dollars. So $2,000 Canadian, that's about 1,500 US dollars. Number three on our checklist, and this is super duper important, it's a non-negotiable, it's the profit percentage. How much are we willing to make as a profit? What's our minimum actually? This is how we should think. Let's say we buy a shoe for $200. What's the minimum profit we want to get after we sell that shoe? Now, we're not going to take into consideration taxes and write-off. We're just going to keep it simple. We're just going to play basics. Let's say we buy the shoe for $200. We want to sell it for $240 as a minimum, for $260, $280, whatever the case might be. This should be a non-negotiable for you, and we should never go under that value. For the purpose of this series, we're gonna go with a 15% profit. That's gonna be our non-negotiable. That's gonna be the lowest we will be willing to sell for. So let's say if we buy the shoe for $200, the lowest, it's gonna be $230. Now, after we deduct our shipping and then maybe our fees if we sell on the apps, we should be able to have a clean 15% profit. Now, are we gonna get 50%? Are we gonna get 100%, maybe 200%? Absolutely. If there's a deal that we can secure for a bigger profit, we're definitely gonna go for it. But as a non-negotiable, again, it will be 15%. Number four on our checklist is where can I find the best deals? And we do have a couple of options. One of them would be a sneaker outlet store, whether it's a Nike, Adidas, Reebok, Vans, Under Armour, whatever the case might be. It's super safe because we go into the store, we pay either by credit card, debit, or by cash. We have the receipt with us. So let's say worst comes to worst, we're not able to sell the shoe, we're not able to make our profit margins. What we can do, we're just gonna return it, we're gonna get our money back, and then we're gonna move on. Another option is the Facebook Marketplace or even Craigslist. And usually this is the place for the old school collectors or just the one-time buyers and resellers. This is where they usually go to because they don't have the time to join a group, to spend the time and build a reputation. They just want to post their shoes and they just want to sell them. Maybe they need money, maybe they just need space, maybe they're moving out of the house, whatever the case might be. Usually they just go for a marketplace or a Craigslist. And you would be surprised, there are a lot of hidden gems out there. I'm just gonna share a quick one with you guys. I found this on the local Facebook marketplace. It was a dead stock pair of Nike SB Day of the Dead. I was able to buy it for 1,400 Canadian, and then I sold that within a couple of hours for almost $2,000 Canadian. So a quick $500 in probably less than a couple of hours. And not only that, but talking with the seller, we ended up having a nice conversation, and I found out that he used to own a skate shop. He had so many SBs, so many dunks. He actually gave me a sample, an SB sample for free, because I did another buyout from him, about 10 or 15 pairs. And he just said, here you go, have it, it's for you. Okay, the last point on our checklist is, where are we gonna sell our shoes? And we have a couple of options. Again, if you're familiar with StockX, Goat, or eBay, those are usually the go-to apps. I know in the US, it's also a SneakerCon app. We cannot access that from Canada. You can also sell on your local Facebook marketplace. You can also sell in the sneaker groups you're in, or you can also sell on Craigslist. Whatever the case might be, just be careful how you deal your sales. Just do your due diligence before meeting any potential buyers. For this series, I will be using StockX and Goat primarily. Those are my go-to apps when it comes to reselling. I will also touch base on the local Facebook marketplace and also the local sneaker groups that I'm in. I haven't done any sales on eBay recently, so I can't really give you guys my feedback on that, but definitely something that I want to try, and then hopefully we can touch base on that in the next episodes. Okay, just to make a recap, we have our checklist. We got 5 points. The number one is going to be motivation. Why do we want to resell? For us, it is because we want to make money. Number two, what is our initial investment? Where can we find that investment? We have agreed on $2,000 Canadian as an initial investment, or 1,500 US dollars. Number three is going to be our profit margins. Our non-negotiable, it's 15%. Anything under, we're just going to pass. We're not going to take the deal. Number four, where are we going to look for deals? And I'm going to show you guys some example of outlets, Facebook Marketplace, sneaker groups, and also Craigslist. And number five, where are we going to sell our shoes? Number one is going to be StockX and Goat. Those are my go-to apps in terms of reselling. And we're also going to try local Facebook Marketplace and then local sneaker groups. Okay guys, we're now in my office. This is where I store some of my shoes. As you can see in the back, I do have some boxes that I'm looking to sell in the upcoming future. This is where I do my finances, my business activities, etc., etc. And what I'm going to show with you guys next is our initial 2,000 investments and what I was able to purchase. We're going to go over the pairs one by one, and then we're going to sit down, we're going to run all the numbers, and hopefully have a good start of our business. Okay, first I'm going to start with the Facebook Marketplace pickups. I was able to get 2 pairs. And the first one, we have a pair of Nike SB. This is called the Sasico. I have it in a size 7.5 men's. Another pair that I got from the Facebook Marketplace, the Jordan 1 Mid. This is a light smoke gray in size 10.5. This skyrocketed in price. I'm going to show you guys some of the Nike outlet pickups. Random Air Max 97, size 8. This is a Jordan boot. I believe it's called the Winterize 6 Rings, size 12. And this is the Jordan Why Not 03. This is another Nike outlet pickup in size 10.5. I'm gonna put this back, and now I'm gonna share you guys some pickups that I made through my sneaker groups, the ones that I'm really active in. First, we have a pair of Jordan 1 Low. This is the PSG in size 10.5. Another Jordan pickup. This is the Jordan 3 Hall of Fame. And we have this in size 11. Another Jordan, we have the OVO 8 in size 10. And then last we have another Jordan. This is the Jordan 12 Reverse Taxi, and we have this in a size 12. Okay, so that's what $2,000 Canadian can buy us. I have 9 pairs in total, and now we're gonna sit down. I'm gonna have my Excel spreadsheet document. We're gonna open the StockX app and GOAT, and we're gonna go over one by one. We'll see how much I paid and how much we can sell them for. What profits are we looking at? Now, just to show you guys how I keep things organized, I like to have a spreadsheet. For the purpose of our series, I called it How to Resell Sneakers. And then I'm going to put all the useful information, such as the product, the size, the condition, the purchase price in Canadian dollars, and I also have a purchase price in US dollars, the seller, and then I have information such as the sale price, the profit, what's the percentage of our profit, because again, this is a non-negotiable for us. We're looking at minimum 15%. And then we also have the sell platform. Where did we end up selling the sneakers? Whether it was a GOAT, StockX, eBay, Marketplace, Craigslist, whatever the case might be. So here I have a breakdown of all the 9 pairs that I bought for our initial investment. And then for the remaining of this video, I'm just going to refer to US dollars. It's going to make it a lot easier for everyone. For the Jordan 1 OVO, I paid $354, the PSG 94, the Hall of Fame 275, Reverse Taxi 189, Smooth Gray Mids 220, Nike SB Sasico 197, for the Jordan Why Not Zero 53 US, for the Winterized 6 Strings 93, and then for the Air Max 97 $69. Total it's 1,544 US, and Canadian we ended up spending 1,962. So it's within our initial investments. We have $2,000 Canadian or 1,500 US. We're slightly over just because the conversion rate it's a little bit low right now. But that being said, we have all the pairs here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go on to StockX first. So I already opened my app. I have my account, I'm logged in, just to make sure that I have the prices in US dollars, so it's gonna be a lot easier. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with the Jordan 8 OVO. We have this in a size 10, and we're gonna check the lowest ask is 436, and then the highest bid, we have it at 281. Last sale was 400. But previously they had 330, 320, 360, 420, 415. So I would say 400 would be tops. I don't think it's going to be a good payout for us. Even if I start at 430, payout is going to be 378, and we did pay 354. So definitely not a good place for us to sell the OVOs. We're going to cancel and we're going to move on. We have the Jordan 1 Low PSG, and then this is a size 12.5. And surprise, there's not a single pair for sale on StockX. We paid 94. The last sale was 150, which is really good. And then highest bid is only at 61 right now. But let's see if we sell this pair, and we're gonna start with the last sale, which was 150. So payout is 130. We paid 94, 95. Definitely a good one. We're gonna list it. Success, your ask is live. We're going to move on to the Jordan 3 Hall of Fame. Let's see what we got for this one. We have it in a size 11. And so the actual lowest ask is 355. Now, if you check here, it's showing me 419. And the reason for this is because I am from Canada. And now that StockX has a Canadian warehouse, they give priority in terms of the ask to the Canadian resellers. So it's actually showing me a Canadian pair. This way I'm saving tax and everything, duties related, etc. but that's always a good thing to click on all the asks so you can see, especially if you're from Canada. So we have, probably those are US pairs, 355, and then the highest bid is 335 already. So we did pay 275. Let's see if we want to be aggressive, and the last sale was 350. If I'm gonna list it at 350, I'm looking at a payout of 307. So I'm gonna do a quick math here. 307 divided by 275. We're looking at 11% profit. So definitely not good for us. We're under our non-negotiable. So I'm just gonna cancel and we're gonna move on. I have the Jordan 12 reverse taxis. This is a size 12. And then let's see what we have. We have 304 as the lowest ask, and then 238, it's the highest bid. Last sale was 295 on January 22nd, so this is today's date. January 19, 300, 300. So pretty good sales, I would say. And then again, if I want to be aggressive, I will go with 299. And then 262 is our payout. We only paid 199. So definitely we're gonna confirm the listing. And now we're 299, and then I just want to double check, see if I hit the refresh. And then if I go with the size 9, it's 299, and then it should be our lowest ask. I'm not sure why it's not showing here, but we definitely have the lowest ask. Maybe it's just a glitch, it's gonna take a while. We're gonna move on to the Jordan 1 mid, light small gray. We have this pair in a size 10.5. We did pay 220 for it. So highest bid is 260 already. Lowest ask is at 298. Let's see if I do 295. So payout will be 258, and we paid 220. Can I open a calculator? Let me just see, where do I find the calculator? Here we go. So I'm gonna do 258 divided by 220. So we're at 17%, all right, which is within our non-negotiable. I'm gonna go ahead and list this one. So successful, and now we're gonna move to Nike SB Sasico. We have this in a size 7.5. So highest bid 250, last sale 272, lowest ask is at 299. So again, if I want to be aggressive, because our price was 197, I can probably go with 275. I'm making 240 as my payout, 197, so that's over 20%. We're good to go with this one. We're going to look at the White Knot Zero. And then this is the, I believe I have this colorway here. It's a size 10.5. Highest bid 78. Lowest ask 101. We only paid 53. So check this one. Even if I sell now, so even if I click this button right now, I can have a guaranteed sale. I'm getting $64 and I only paid 53. So 64 by 53, I'm making 20%, right? I'm not gonna sell right now because I wanna see if I can get more. So I'm gonna go with 99. I'm gonna go ahead and list it. And then we're gonna move on to Jordan 6 winterized. I'm pretty sure they don't have, or they don't have it on StockX. It's just the black rustic, which it's not the ones that we do have. So definitely not gonna sell this one on StockX. The last one, we have the red Air Max 97, size 8, and we paid $69. Look at the highest bid already, 86. So let's say I do want to sell it on the spot. I'm making 72 and I paid 69. So not a good percentage, but I can again go with $99. 84 by 70, so we're about 20%. We're gonna go ahead and list it. Just to double check. Yeah, the last sale was 98. We have it at 99. I think we were able to list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we ended up listing 7 pairs out of the total 9 pairs that we had. And I will be showing you guys goat, but I don't think I can do it on my screen, so I'm gonna stop this one now. Okay, I am doing a screen recording on my iPhone now. I've opened the goat app. We do have a couple of items that we couldn't list on StockX, so we're gonna go ahead and check how the prices look here. I already typed in the first item. It's for the Jordan 8 OVO. We have this in a size 10. So the lowest ask here is $590 US. It's significantly higher than the StockX app. So let's see if we're gonna try and list it. Good condition, no defects. We can see last sale was 485. So let's say we're gonna list this one at 525. And the good thing with GOAT, it tells you the payout right away. Now this is not including the PayPal fee, so that's about 3% on top. For me, I have my fees at 9.5% and 20% shipping. If you're shipping from the US, I believe that's only $5. Obviously for Canada, it's a lot higher. Nevertheless, I'm gonna make 455 and we only paid 354. So that's about 30% profit. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna list the item. Now, because of all my ratings, I don't need to submit pictures. If it's the first time selling on GOAT for you guys, you will have to submit pictures with different angles, tags, etc., etc. But for me, I don't need to. We are gonna move to the next one. Now this one I already checked when I was in the Nike outlet, so that's how I ended up picking up this pair, because I was looking at a size 12, so it's 179. And if I go ahead and select 12, condition, it's new, original box, good condition, and no defects. The last sales were about 185, 189, 190. Not a lot of sales though, but I think it's a good pair. Even if I list this one at 170, I'm making 133 and I only paid 93 US. So definitely a good one. I'm gonna go ahead and then I'm gonna list it for sale. And while we're on the GOAT app, I'm gonna check the other pairs as well, just to see if you can get a better payout on GOAT compared to StockX. Now, just a heads up, if you decide to list your item on multiple platforms, you gotta be really careful, because once a sale is made, you definitely need to cancel your other one. So let's say I have an ask on StockX, but I'm gonna list one on GOAT as well. If I get that sale on StockX, I need to cancel my GOAT ask right away, so I don't have double sales with only one item, and then I have the risk of getting my account suspended. So we're just gonna go random. The first one is, I think this is the SB. I usually go with the product code on GOAT, just so I don't get any mistakes. So 275, for size 7.5, we got 290. I think this is similar to StockX payout, so not really a good. Okay, so the sales were like 289, 289, and then if I go 285, I have a payout of 237. I quickly want to double check what was my payout for the StockX app if I were to go with that one. So my payout on StockX would have been 240. So definitely not a good place to list the item on GOAT. We're just gonna cancel then. And then we're gonna move on to the next. Is the Jordan 1 mid. We got the code, and this is a size 10.5. As you can see, $299. It's similar to StockX, but because shipping on GOAT it's 20 US, it's not worth it. And next we have the Hall of Fame, and then this is in a size 11. It's 389. And then I have listed this one. Oh, I have not, because on StockX the lowest ask was, I believe, like 350. So let's see if we can list it here. We have size 11, new, good condition, no defects. So already 358 is its highest offer. So if I go with 385, I am looking at 328 as my payout, and I only pay 275. So it's about 20 something percent. Definitely a good one. I'm gonna go ahead and then I'm gonna list this one for sale. And then we're gonna move on to the PSG lows. We have this in a size 12.5. Wow, look at this. On GOAT, it's 230. And I think I've only listed that for 150. So we're gonna go ahead and see. There's only 3 sales, September, November, and December. But nevertheless, I am gonna go with a bit of, so if you had that one, okay, I'm gonna start 185. So this is below the last sale. Payout is 147, which is a lot more than StockX. We're gonna go ahead and list this one. Okay. Let's see what we get here. This is the Air Max. Now, because of the high shipping cost, I don't really sell these items on StockX. It's only 120, and I already have it at 100 there, so it's not a good deal. Let's see, what do we have next? Oh, we already listed this one. We have the Jordan, I think it was either Why Not, 100. So we have this at 10.5. Wow, 179. Okay. Maybe this is going to be a good deal. So 115 the last sale, 118, 133, 134. If I want to make it work, I think I should be at like 135 to get a 102 payout. I'm going to list it for this for now, and then we'll see what we can do. Okay, and then the last one, we have the taxi, reverse taxis. Okay, here we go, reverse taxi in a size 12, 325, wow. So definitely a better payout on GOAT. However, there are some things you need to consider when you decide to sell on GOAT, and I'll cover this in probably my next episode. I'm gonna go ahead and list this one for 320. I just want to double check on StockX my payout. So I have 262 compared to 269. Yeah, so a better payout on GOAT, and I'm just gonna go ahead and list it. Sorry for all the tweets. Okay, so we have listed. Okay, I do have a couple of other ones that I have listed. So we have the Jordan 12. We have the Why Nots. Oh, looks like we're not the lowest ask on the Why Nots. So we might have to reconsider that. We have the PSG lows. We do have the lowest ask. We have the Hall of Fame lowest ask. We have the Jordan 12 lowest ask. And then for OVO, we do have the lowest ask. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close this. That would be it for today's episode. We ended up buying 9 pairs for our initial investment. We already listed them on StockX and GOAT. Now we're going to relax and wait for the sales to come in. If you guys enjoyed it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about my investment. And I will keep you guys posted on the next episode. Stay safe and God bless.